Monday, February 9th, 2026. And today is the day after the Super Bowl. So, yes, the NFL Super Bowl was yesterday, Sunday. And I did watch a good part of it, not all of it, because I didn't really have a team to in the fight, as they say. But yeah, these are the best of the best, athletes that have worked their whole lives and have all the tools and the resources, the coaches, the trainers, the equipment, the best facilities that you can think of to do what they do on a daily basis and compete at the highest level in that sport. And these were the best two teams that were left at the end of the season. What's funny is, I look back and every year I get caught up in watching, because they just advertisements and all the hype, and your team is in it and you want to see them go. But 5 years from now, 10 years from now, your team didn't make it. I honestly forget who wins last year, Super Bowl or championship or whatever, and who was in the halftime show 3 years ago, 7 years ago, 12 years ago. Like, yes, there's some iconic performances that, individual athletes and teams that did spectacular things. But for the most part, life goes on. Unless you're part of that environment and you're earning a living and you work as a trainer or as have a family that's an athlete, um, you go as a spectator. We're just here to watch and contribute, yes, by buying a jersey or a shirt or a hat and putting the TV to the channel and getting the ratings up. But how does that change you as a person? I mean, there's always lessons that you can learn from a sport. I love sports. I played sports my life. I still play to this day. Basketball, rec, old man's league, like I call it. And I go out there and I want to win. I want to do well. I want my team to play and have fun. But it feels good when you win. But unfortunately, there's only one team that wins in those cases, the championship. So the one that came in second place, what about them? How are their families and their children thinking of them? So it doesn't define you as a person. Yes, it's something to strive for, to be the best of the best in the world in your time frame, because yes, you played in this moment in time. You didn't play 10 years ago or 20 years ago or 50 years ago. But what did you do and how did you leave the sport, and how did you leave the people that you played with, on a daily basis? Did you make them better humans, better friends and sons and daughters? That's kind of what I look at. I like watching to the end and watching the post game interviews of both the winning and the losing coach and the winning and the losing quarterback, to see how they carry themselves and how they speak. Are they, it's all about me, or I could not have done this without my family, without my health, without their creator, um without a little bit of luck, even a play that could have gone either way or something along those lines. I so Sports in general is interesting because there's a lot of lessons to learn growing up and competing, because you have to put in so much time and work so hard to learn skills and train hard, and mainly in your brain, and to transform yourself mentally to be able to improve little by little and working on the skills that develop a great athlete in whatever sport. And I say, I'm talking about sports right now, and particularly football, because again, it's the Monday after the Super Bowl, so it's all fresh. But it could be an artist, a musician, an actor, actress, even a normal person that does something spectacular, an author. It takes so much time and the details to learn specific things and to apply them in your specific specialty. And nothing comes easy. That's what it boils down to. But you have to push yourself on a daily basis. Every time you do a certain thing, like, am I doing it the best that I can? From, was I better than I did yesterday, last week, last month, last year? And that's what defines you as a person, as a teammate, as a human being, really. So how did you leave the sport? How did you treat those around you? how will you be remembered years down the road, even whether you won or lost, and the greatest of the greats. So, yeah, it's Super Bowl Monday. Thanks for watching Franklin Inspired.